Hi everyone. Today we are going to do the final part of the promotion mix. The market on the marketing. We talk about the product price, place and promotion. So there are the promotion mix. That day we talk about the above the line and below the line promotion. So today we are going to talk about the other parts like public relations and the other like some case studies. So you can see the definition of public relation: an attempt by business to communicate with the interested parties. Normally, the public relation, there are four methods of public relations. The main purpose of public relation is to increase the sales by improving the image of the business and reinforcing an established brand. And a number of approaches are there used to attract publicity. So, press release, press conference, sponsorships, and donations. Okay, we'll see what are the four methods of public relations. Uh, Number one, press release. Press release, normally, a lot of people actually giving some interviews to the media, like newspapers. uh, Mainly press release means we can see the written kind of thing, or it can be an interview to a sometimes media channel. Like a press release means sometimes written documents of a newspaper articles. You can see some information that about the business may be presented to the media, and this might be used to write an article or feature in a television program. For example, a business might announce that it has created about 2,000 new jobs. So such a positive news would be an interest to the media, and they might be want more information like that. So a lot of government, they are doing a lot of press releases regarding their projects. A second method of the public relation is the press conference. Under press conference, there is the representatives face the media and present information verbally, and now questioning and other feedback. In this case, we call press conference. Press conference, always you can see the politicians doing press conferences in their respective offices, right? They call all the media, right? All the newspaper channels and also all the television channels, radio channels, and they are giving some questioning and answering session. So that we call a press conference. So press conference is a media representatives are there and then present information verbally. It's a verbal method of that's why. So in the media, the channel people, they can ask questions from directly to the people, and they can clarify those information. It's a questioning and answering session. So that's the second method of the public relation method, press conference. Uh, Other one is sponsorships. Sponsorships, normally we can see a lot of sporting events, like it can be FIFA, it can be cricket World Cup, it can be any rugby World Cup, or any other athletic Olympics, anything. So there are a lot of people are attracted in a public event. We can see sponsorships, small scale to large scale sponsorships are there. Like sometimes teams sponsored by some organizations. You can see what is the advantage is, if you're giving a sponsor to a like a for a coverage, for example, for if you give a sponsorship for a cricket team, while they're playing, you can see we can they can demonstrate their logo and the banners and the flags everywhere in the right in the stadium. So they can see sometimes if it's an international event, so you can get the international participation also. It can, for example, like Olympics or something, or FIFA World Cup. So worldwide, you can see a brand name can be because all that satellite television. So every television angle, so your logo can be visible to other countries as well. So many companies attract publicity by linking their brands with the sporting events through sponsorship, like Samsung, right? Coca-Cola, Omega, Bridgestone, McDonald's, Visa, Panasonic. There are some of the businesses that sponsored the Rio Olympic Games. You can see these things are there, like Olympic Games, 2016, and you can see like some football clubs like Arsenal, like Manchester United. Yeah, so these football clubs also like the FC Barcelona. These football clubs also you can see sponsored by Qatar Airways, Rakuten, and Nike, even NBA. Basketball games are the same. So many sponsorships are there. It's million worth. They are spending a lot of money for these games, and the key sponsoring television programs also become popular. And one key advantage of sponsoring is the name of the brand can be projected globally on the television or in the print media without paying broadcasters publish. As I told you, it's an international game. So your brand name can be projected globally on television or print media. That's the advantage. And also, this is because most of the major events targeted by sponsors are televised or covered in the press. The fourth method of the public relation method is the donation. There are a lot of, I can see, community projects and everything. Sometimes, a donation to sometimes flood relief programs, tsunami, it can be sometimes pandemics, or sometimes it can be whatever, natural disasters. Donations are coming. So donations to charities and the local community might be used by businesses to improve their image. So much of politicians doing this, sometimes making some charities, some making some foundations, like biggest foundation of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation from like Microsoft. Like like a lot of rich people, they make their own foundation for donation things, charity things, to improve their image. A large donation from the business is likely to be reported in the media if the identity of the donor is revealed. Right. So these are the main four methods of public relation. Keep in mind: press release, press conference, sponsorships, and donation. So they're giving the main advantage of PR, public relation, is to business is that is often cheap method of promotion, and some businesses have seen been to not to deliberately seek bad publicity by being controversial. This is another method we call not like good publicity, even bad publicity also. It makes kind of like a deliberately seeking some bad publicity by being controversial. That's another marketing tactic. Then people start talking about the business, and then automatically it become famous. And this can be raise the profile of the business very quickly and sometimes at no cost, but can be extremely risky because sometimes if the negative publicity goes to the people, sometimes people will never purchase anything from you. That will happen. Okay. Now we are moving on to the new part of the lesson, the technology, how we use the technology in the promotion. Especially we are talking about the online advertising and like a viral advertising, very important two concepts. Technology in promotion. So many businesses are keen to exploit new technology when marketing their products. The development of online business, mobile devices, and social media platforms have uh, all contributed for many businesses reallocating their advertising expenditure in favor of the new technological methods. Some of the common methods used by the businesses outlined, you can see the online target advertising. Here what happens actually, some of the traditional method of advertising often mean that the adverts are directed to a lot of people. Online marketing, we call, for example, they're giving a television adverts promoting a four-wheel drive car. Would only appeal to a minority viewers because if that particular time the television channel, there are a number of television channels, so they will be watch different television channels. So therefore, very short, like a small amount of audience only. Then now we can catch up from television channel. But if you're using a Google something like you call search engine optimization, so new technology means adverts can be now be more targeted. Specifically, you can, for example, some person who looking for a four-wheel drive vehicle. So then automatically Google can find out their search history, and then automatically adverts can be directed or target the people who are likely to be interested in this product. Target advertising can be possible because computer algorithms are there. And then I think the people who know ICT, computer science, you know these things already. It's technical world, digital world, everything is possible. It's possible because business can use the browsing habit. So like history and everything, search engine optimization, and the data collected online. So use the market advertisement more personalized. This means, for example, if someone has been browsing websites to book a flight from Mumbai to Colombo, several hours or days later, they might see an advert suggest flights while looking at a completely unrelated websites. That's called the website. Whether the marketing companies like DoubleClick compile records of users' browsing habits, search it. Talk about the, for example, like if you talk about search about the hotels. So next day when you go to pop-up advertisement coming about hotels, search about flights. Like in this case, they're giving Mumbai to Colombo. So the other day, you can see all the websites are normal for you, which actually comes to the like all the possible website, which actually having like details, bookings.com, everything is coming for you. That's called online target advertising. We can digital world, we can use him. and this information is used by tailor advertising to specific customers. Therefore, avoid the waste or misdirect ad, because wasteful circulation can be reduced, because we have to give it to the people who are interested about it. For example, if I search about let's say a land, so the real estate agents are normally, they can target the people who are looking for lands and houses. Same thing for people who are looking for vehicles, the advertisements or vehicle advertising, we can target those people who are searching about vehicles. It's like that. So if you search about sunglasses or something, then all the sunglass advertising, you can see, you can come here profile. That's called the search engine optimization. Okay, the most important concept today, the viral advertising. The viral advertising definition is here. So you can see, if one mark question, if I ask, define the viral advertising. It's a direct marketing technique which a company persuades internet users to forward its publicity material in emails or via social media, usually by including jokes, games, video clips, etc. So people like to share something related to this kind of topics, like people like jokes, can be some small game, video clip, small brain teasers like that. So this is called viral advertising. So it makes some kind of a very attractive and persuasive, very appealing like advertisement, like for publicity material in email or social media. It can be a small, Facebook video. It can be WhatsApp video. It can be a TikTok video, like social media, any social media platform, including jokes, games, and video clips. So sometimes, viral advertising can be used to actually for promote some product, as well as sometimes for politicians. Sometimes they can use to this viral advertising to promote some kind of their campaign. Sometimes to ruin some party. Like that, different methods are there. Look at this. Viral advertising involves strategy that encourage people to pass on messages to others about a product or a business electronically. It creates the potential for exponential growth. Because why? If I share to a group, if a group consists of 20 members, that 20 members will share to their related groups. So it will go exponentially grow like that. That's why sometimes advertising coming, okay, there's an offer, there's a game, right? Send this message to one of your 10 or 15 members, and then you will get some kind of discount like that, awards. Sometimes it never happens. So these kind of things, right? Virally, sometimes messages, sometimes false, sometimes scams. So very careful. Don't share it until it is comes from the trustworthy, very trustable source. Otherwise, a lot of people, there's exponentially growth, like chain share messages are coming like that, growth in exposure of message. Like a virus, it can be contain some virus also. Therefore, these strategies exploit the process of rapid multiplication, exponential growth, right? That results from people sending messages from family, their friends, their colleagues, and then send them to again. And then not only can people send a text related to marketing message, but they can also send images, photographs, video clips, like this. Example of successful viral advertising campaign was by Disney. It showed from a film clip of Disney characters interacting with the shoppers in the US. There are so many, right? I think as a users of the social media, so I think you can find out easily what are the methods of viral advertising. Methods, I think daily basis you are getting different uh, right messages, video clips from your friends and everything. Then you can find out, okay, this is called viral. It's gone viral means if you feel this is like this good content to share with my family members, my friends, like a job content, or it can be a right. So a good video clip, a dance, a song, a political job, whatever thing. So it's become viral because it automatically, like you're sharing like to people, you're recommending that video, it's gone viral. Social media. Social media, I think that's the most important thing in social media we talk about. In different thing under market research, we talk about social media, and again we are talking social media in again promotion. So these topics can be come for even 12 markers, like evaluate the impact of social media. Therefore, you should know definitely what is the definition of social media, and then a good side of the social media and the bad side of the social. It's a good essay type, right? Social media topic is very demanding topic nowadays. The use of social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Tumblr is advertising growth in rapid rate. In 2015, the internet had about 3,170 million users, about 3 billion. I think this is the story about 6 years ago, right? Definitely, this will be now about 6 billion, definitely. Like, I think, but like 50% of the world population right now using social media. It definitely it's sure because that's the demand. You can see the OSS is about 3 billion 6 years ago, and about there are 2,300 million active social media users, and 91% of the brands use 2 or more social media channels. Yeah, so people who actually in social media, they are using different methods of mainly like social media platforms, like it can be social media platforms such as uh, Facebook, it can be Twitter, it can be WhatsApp, it can be TikTok, like that. Different social media platforms are there used by people. So in this case, the social media platforms provide a huge audience, and then as a result of that, and there are so many things you can share. Yeah, photos, you can share some kind of opinion, you can like it, you can comment about it, and the most important thing is low cost. It's not like that not that much expensive, only data cost, right? So a lot of people, and it's very the entertaining and addictive nature of that. So a lot of people are using social media because of that. An average of 5.54 social media accounts on social media users have risen by 176 million in last year, and the amount of spent by the business on digital advertising will soon be greater. You can see most important, the social media moguls are in the world, mainly the Mark Zuckerberg, the person who owns multiple social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, most popular social media platforms. So he's only by providing digital marketing only, he earns billions of money every year, billions of money, like 19 billion sometimes every year. He's raising money from only digital marketing. So what about from the data then? Like that. So even simple format, simple system, and he's like one of the world's top 10 richest person, like top 5, I think. Right? So Mark Zuckerberg. So social networking um, gathers a lot of information about users, like Facebook, like billions of people, like sometimes it's using for sometime like sometimes Interpol, and intelligence information also they are using because the public profiles are there. Don't search about some person, the personal informations are accessible sometimes. What is that person's job, where he studied at, what is his face, only just you need to name, to search about someone. Sometimes job organization, the employment organization, sometimes as initial screening, if some applicant is there, before they call for them to from an interview, they go through their Facebook profile and their social media profiles, and they're finding out what they're doing actually, what kind of person, what are the contacts, some contacts like LinkedIn and everything. We can find out what are the contacts this person have, the links, like that. This is very important to having a good social media platform because it connects people from all around the world, and spend business on digital advertising will soon be greater than amount of spend on television advertising. And people use this internet, every click, every view, every sign up record somewhere. So the behavior is collected and press, and eventually ends up with social media. It's really popular method of marketing also. So these are the things, the contents, the business advantages of using social media and advertising. This is a special advantages of social media of using advertising. It is relatively cheap method compared to the other methods of advertising, such as TV, radio, commercial. Anyone can, even from, you can make a video from a mobile phone, and then you can upload it to the social media platform and can go viral, so and get the publicity. And secondly, the business can respond immediately on the development of the industry, like because businesses also can be updated because quickly than the like organizations, they have to go through the information, but news, and more than the newspapers, people are actually getting all the news and all the facts and figures from using social media, everything like rumors, gossips, everything. Some groups are there, business groups, like suppliers, associations, so many things you can access. The Facebook pages you can access, you can make online orders. so many facilities, and communicate with the customers, like responses, customer reviews, feedbacks, everything. So, you're maintaining a website, if you're hosting a website, is very expensive, but maintaining a Facebook fan page or Facebook, like a business page is actually low cost, no cost at all. Only thing, if you find someone who know graphics, and if you know a good person who can do it, there are some job opportunities created in marketing called SMM, social media marketing. That's why it's a lot of people now, like social media sometimes become a like a source of living for some people who can actually maintain some social media web pages, Facebook pages, and Instagram pages for the companies. Like a method of huge reach. So huge reach is their large audience. Therefore, billions of people are using. This is a large platform. That's another thing. And also, adverts can be accurately targeted. Adverts can be accurately targeted for a crowd, young crowd, or ladies, of all people, children. So many markets are there opening up. So target advertisement possible. And finally, links can be used to draw traffic into the company websites. These things are there. Ads and traffic pop-up advertisements are possible. Okay, the other method of a technology, the digital advertising, is an e-newsletter. Sometimes you might get something like emails or something, e-newsletter sometimes. This time, like school magazines also like that. This time we are spreading digitally. We are going to spread, but we can collect the hard copy, I think, somewhere in end of right now when the new terms comes, right? But without the hard copy one, if you can spread some soft copy like that. So company newsletters, right? The company newsletters, if you can spread behind of like the newsletters of all the information with the photos, it will be like you can save a lot of trees, right? Because e-newsletter, electronic newsletters, sometimes it can publish time to time, like like a weekly or monthly publications. Some businesses sends customers e-newsletter, and these are documents sent electronically to interested parties. They contain a range of content that is not just related to shopping. Companies might include everything from industry news, so the interesting statistics, tips, and how to improve one's lifestyle. For example, e-newsletters are not only sent to customers who have already purchased some, but even they are sending for potential customers also, personalized message. Sometimes some people actually not even they are not reading it. They call it like a spam. Why? Because sometimes junk mails are there. Sometimes they are sending just bulk emails. They are sending just they are making some kind of like a news like a media small newsletter and sending like leaflet type. Some people even without reading, even without opening, they are deleting. That's a disadvantage because it's treated like spam. So provided they can not too long and contain information of interest, they can help develop relationship with customers and bring into their attention new buying opportunities. You can see here the number of users, the global advertising expenditure in US dollar millions. You can see 2012 to 2018, step by step. Television advertising, I think, constant level they're maintaining. But look at the digital, the blue color, this pillars, the blue color things is increasing sharply, gradual increase. You can see every year is demand increasing. So from 2017 onward, it's bypassed the television advertising budget. So that means a lot of businesses are spending on social media, digital advertising than traditional television advertising. There's a threat for the normal traditional television channels and the industry. So a lot of people have to think about again, if you're starting advertising firm, advertising agency, and think about the digital advertising, digital marketing is really important, right? And branding. So we're talking very important topic now, the brand. Definition of brand is really important. A brand is sometimes it's a name, symbol, or any other combination which distinguish the product from their rival, from its rivals, right? So brand is something, it can be a name, it can be a logo, it can be a trademark, so it can be sometimes specific symbol or anything or combination which differentiate the product, which distinguish the product from their rivals. So the aim of many businesses is to build a powerful brand. The brand involves giving a product name, term, sign, symbol, design, or any feature that allow consumers to instantly recognize the product and differentiate it from those competitors. Look at the Facebook, the FB, that brand name with the blue color and white color. That's a brand, right? That's a specific, everyone knows it. Even that the Coca-Cola brand name, the red color and the white color background, the McDonald's, yellow color and the red color background. So these things, their logos are very famous branding. So these you can see the brand into you can see according to this thing, brand consultancy called the brand ranking. Brands used to differentiate the product. This is sometimes we can ask this question: why we use the brand, right? What is the advantages of branding? Right, branding, you are promoting, you are building some, establishing some name, right? Brand is that much of important. You can see differentiate the product, create customer loyalty, help recognition, develop an image, and can raise the prices when brand image becomes strong, right? Look at the example. Look at the now. I think everyone knows about the Panadol. Né? So Panadol is a type of another paracetamol. There are so many brands are like that. Panadol, Panadine, paracetamol, aspirin, Disprin, right? So many things. But why Panadol? Always when people have some small headache or any pain or something, first everyone can remember the Panadol. Why? Brand, the branding, right? But normally other brands are available even for 50 cents. In Sri Lanka, I'm talking 50 cents, 1 rupee. But for a particularly, for a Panadol only, we are spending more than that. Right? So we are spending around 2.5, 2.5. Like it can be like a 4 times, 5 times more than the normal one. But the same drugs, because of the brand, we are spending more. People believe about it. People like to spend more, right? But look at how much profit they are earning, right? From the companies who are manufacturing, how much they are earning because of the brand value. And they're continuously doing advertising also, brand value, right? So like that, you can see this is the advantage of having that kind of brand. So always if you have business, try to brand it. So you can, how to brand it, you can actually do more promotion. Promotion is the only option to do branding. Then it's a thing, promotion is kind of an investment, because one day people start recognizing your product is a branded product, and because of that recognition, you can sell that at a higher price. So look at this ranking, number 1 rank. This is according to 2016. Google 229 billion, and then Apple 228, and then Microsoft. Okay, these are the little bit top 10 brands in the world. But we can see other side of the pages. We have AT&T, Facebook, Visa, Amazon, Verizon, McDonald's, IBM. Just think about the brands, top 10 brands in the world, right? So if you search about the Google search, you can see top 10 brands in the world. Now number 1 is Apple, 323 billion. Then Amazon, 200 billion. Microsoft, 166 billion. Then Google, Samsung, Coca-Cola, Toyota, Mercedes-Benz. All these brands are world famous brands, right? World famous brand, you can see this, all the logos, right? Most valuable brands, you can see this picture. Most valuable brands: Amazon, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, Facebook, Walmart. So many brands. These brands have like a billion worth brands. It's like that. That's the thing. So if you have created a brand value, you can have these advantages. Okay. We are going to find out the use of promotion strategies in different market segments. Different promotion strategies. Number 1, in advertising. Advertising is a promotion strategy. Where some of the advertising is like to be used by most market segments. However, this type of advertising used in certain market segment is likely to differ. For example, in mass market, a large business may use television advertising or social media. This will help to reach the large audience. In niche markets, different approaches will be used. So large, mass market, high competition, large number of players are there, competitors, we have to advertise more. But in niche market, you don't need to advertise much, because there's a huge customer loyalty and few number of customers are there. Right? So they are using specialist magazines, specialist websites, and wealthy consumer reach. Okay. Second one is a sponsorship. Sponsorships mean, like, normally again another public related PR method we talk about today. press release, press conference, sponsorships, and donations, right? Sponsorships might be used in marketing. There are images of products. Positioning is important, like sponsoring. Like Rolex, luxury watchmaker, sponsors golf tournaments. Golf is it's a game of wealthy people. And this may be also like a golf has certain prestigious and sophisticated images if the Rolex want to be associated, right? Some business sponsor certain events because Rolex watch is not very different because very expensive watch. So that's why only executives and only rich people can afford this kind of a thing. Like that's like game golf also same, right? So get the membership of a golf club, it's expensive. And target directly people attending and more importantly watching the event on television and sport. Many business sponsor high profile individuals. This means that they pay them for wearing clothes or using certain equipments. Like Nike use this approach, like any NBA player, like Lakers player, the LeBron James are sponsored by Nike, right? They're all games actually. He always using Nike shoes. So he's sponsored because millions of money to package, right? Only just to wear these products. But the thing is, product trial, advertising, sponsorship, product trial is like a test marketing thing. You can actually give something like a test run, like small, like a sample you can give to the people before you go to actually commercialization. Some market segment, product trials are very popular. This is where people are encouraged to try product, a trial product period, reduce the rate before fully committing to it. It's like gyms, fitness centers, and other using like a subscription pricing. The definition is here. Subscription pricing means amount of money you pay regularly to receive a newspaper, like magazine or broadcasting or television. Subscription pricing, like even like for Zoom, we are paying like $15 subscription price every month in order to maintain their service, like subscription pricing. So as customer may be offered membership to fitness, and it's a good subscription price. For members, they are giving these subscriptions and everything, and also offer some allow period, like a trial period before you actually like a free like a trial period. Some softwares you can use like a free trial period for 2 weeks or something. Then you can subscribe like that. If they like the center, they might be take out a full membership. Another one is a special offer. Special offers mean they are giving for some particular season sometimes. Special offers like at the end of the year sometimes. Price discount and other social special offers are common in markets. Segments are, however, they are particularly popular with the selling of fast moving consumer goods. They can be used in different ways. Like for example, supermarket might use price reduction, limited range of lines to draw the people into stores. Special offers you can see very popular supermarket. These stores hope that the customers make additional purchases once they have taken the trouble to find the lines of special. These things are very popular. And you can see now the branding. Again, another marketing strategy is the branding. Like we talk about the define the brand here. Brand is since there are significant advantages to building a strong brand name. Branding will be popular in virtually all market segments. As I told you, investment is kind of an investment. If you invest some product about the positioning, it you kind of like that's called the product position. As I told you, like product like Panadol, Coca-Cola, and like this kind of product, Apple. This product create their brand name because of the they invested so much in promotion and research and development. If a business can establish a brand name itself for a product in a particular market segment, the brand can be stretched and perhaps used in the other segments. So the Virgin has managed this by building a brand in the music industry and then exporting it in the air travel and air rail transport, among other things. So even large business and small business brand can be used, branding, advertising is used. So promotion is that much important. Even if you are a small businessman or a large business like PLC, promotion is important, right? So therefore, promotion range from different product, number of different market segment. Both large business, small business are making increasing use of social media in promotion. Okay, now it's time to MCQ time. So I would like to ask this from audience. You can use the chat line to communicate, and then which of the following is an example of above the line promotion? Above the line: radio, merchandising, sponsorship, free gift. Yeah, I can see some. Yeah, your answers are correct. Some people actually reacted quickly. Yeah, your answer is A. Correct. Above the line promotion is radio. Very good. So radio advertisement is the radio, television, internet. These are above the line promotion. Okay. Number two. Which of the following is an example of public relation method? Television, coupon, merchandising, press conference. Excellent. Okay, correct. Very good, TJ. Yeah, so answer is D, press conference. Correct. Press conference, press release, sponsorship, donations. These are the things, public relations we are doing, press conference. Question number three. Business targeting a mass market is most likely to use which method? Mass market. So sponsorship, television, e-newsletter, trade fair, right? What's the answer? Question number three. Yeah. So I can see a couple of answers are coming. Answer is B, television advertising. Answer is correct because mass market, large numbers of customers are there. So you can use the television advertising. Sponsorship also possible, but television advertising are mostly used. Okay? Mostly likely to use than sponsor. Last question, which of the following is an aim of promotion? Improve productivity, reduce labor turnover, inform customers about new product, reduce costs. Yeah, couple of answers are correct. Yes, answer is C. Inform customers about new product. Very good. Huh? So very cooperative, right? So we are going to the last case study of the marketing management chapter review. Indian Premier League (IPL). I think this is actually IPL. So many IPLs happen. I think because of the even in the COVID times also within the air bubble, they actually IPL happens. So Indian Premier League is the most important domestic cricket tournament in the world. You can see how it branded. There are like a lot of players, foreign players are there, and there is an auctioning process, and then so many branded things are going on, like teams and team owners. They are spending money on them. So it's a huge league. So it broadcasts on YouTube as well. The brand value of IPL estimated about 4.5 billion US dollars. It's a huge money coming because like Chennai and Mumbai, Bangalore Royal Challengers, it can be Kolkata Knight Riders, Mumbai Indians, so many, right? Because India is a highly populated country with about 1.5 billion population. So you can see here the player like Virat Kohli, current Indian captain. He actually is like a playing there. So making event about Indian Premier League. So they are giving attract players all around the world and so many things. What are the questions they're asking? What is meant by sponsorship? Huh? So it's like a giving money, like commercially you're supporting some team or some event uh, to actually get the publicity. You see here the behind it's a Vodafone. Yeah, players, from the everywhere, from the bottom and t-shirt, everything, glove, everything. That's you can see brands visible. We see. Second question: two advantage of sponsorship. What is meant by viral advertising? Discuss one benefit of establishing a brand name. Assess the benefit of business using social media. So last question actually practically kind of exam pilot question. 12 markers is came so many times in mock exams or past paper. This question, yeah, assess or evaluate the benefits or analyze the benefit. Therefore, let's go to the marking scheme and see what are the answers for these questions. Sponsorship is where business attract publicity by linking the name of the content. It in return for a fee. Business is allowed to advertise in a key position around the event. So in this case, a Chinese company, Vivo Electronic, became the title sponsor of the IPL 2016, Vivo IPL. Therefore, the league is officially known as the Vivo Indian Premier League. Describe to advantage of sponsorship. Second question. So one of the key advantages is that the name of the brand can be projected globally via television without paying broadcasters. Right? And this is because most of the major events targeted by sponsors are televised. Therefore, it is cheap way of getting television or coverage. Major sporting events such as the Indian Premier League are popular with sponsors because of the television viewers can be global and everything. Images can be displayed regular television camera. Every camera angle you can see the brand can be visible, right? You don't need to pay for all the broadcast. It is like a broadcasting, 200 countries. It's free, right? So other thing is sponsors IP such as Vodafone, Yes Bank, Seat Tires, Tata, Coca-Cola, Amazon, Oppo. This get their logo displayed during the pre and post matches interviews with the cricketers. These things are very popular. Sometimes players and people are listening to this conversation, but behind you can see the background is their names only. Indirect marketing. Question number 3, what is viral marketing? So viral marketing involves strategy that encourage people to pass on message or others about product or business electronically. So it creates a potential for exponential growth. So don't forget this word, guys. Exponential word. Exponential means, it's a mathematical term. Exponential growth. So exponential growth, like COVID-19 also something like, the Delta version, it has exponential growth we call. One person can spread it to another 10 people. Like that. It goes like a 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. So one person can create a one cluster because of the exponential growth, right? That's the thing. So, so like a virus, strategies exploit the process of rapid multiplication. That's the thing, like a viral goes on like that. You share one video to a group of 20 people, and then those 20 people share that same video to their respective groups, and it goes exponential. Video will grow like that. So that's called viral advertising. So sending messages, family, friends, colleagues, so and so, right? This can be go through the photographs, video clips, and so and so. They are giving ideas. It features Bollywood actors, Hanaga and the Renault, and the cricketers like MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli, Ashwin, and right. Discuss one benefit of establishing a brand name. It's a good question. Aim of branding to build a powerful brand. Branding involves giving product name, terms. It can be personal brand also. Look at there are some politicians are there. Some politicians have huge good brand name. So whatever the time, even they all still they have brand value. Even whatever the time they come for election, they are winning because of their brand value. Symbol, design, or any feature that allow consumers to instantly recognize a product and differentiate it from those competitors. Some brand names are very well known and worth great deal of money. In this case, IPL brand worth 4.5 billion. And so, right. Last question, let's go. Evaluate the benefits of the social media. So in this case, you can see the answer, the lengthy answer. Social media, you can see definition of knowledge. Social media platforms are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. You can see even Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram. So many things are there. It's growing at rapid rate. In 2015, about 3.1 billion users and 2,300 million, 2.3 billion active social media users are there. And they're given all the application points you can see first there. And advantage number 1, it networks get together a lot of people, information you can share. Everything can record somewhere. So collected, it's a kind of like a information bank. So digital, virtual bank. So it eventually ends up with the business. So the business can use this buying habits and purchasing habit, sometimes, it came once, WhatsApp also about privacy settings because they are tracking our, if you chat with some of your friends regarding a real estate, next day they will pop up in Facebook, real estate advertisements are coming. This is privacy policy. So sometimes a lot of people are actually, this year it happened, 2021, but some privacy issues regarding WhatsApp and everything regarding this because without some permission, you can't use the data, the information about the people. Another advantage, say, social media advertising is a cost. It's easy and inexpensive related to other methods of advertising. Another key benefit is that adverts can be targeted. This means that business will direct their promotions, offers, and other marketing information only those people who are likely to be interested. These things are there. As a result, there is much less waste in advertising. Business can also respond immediately to development in the industry, and the quality of customer service can be improved because it's possible to communicate instantly with customers. Right, build a huge audience. These things. All right. So when you're writing like this, you have to write some 2 advantages as well as if you evaluate question, 2 disadvantages and the conclusion. Right. So that's how we have to write something. So from that, actually, the marketing management fully we finished. So some of the questions are there here. Also, you can try these questions. So I will give these questions, as an assignment in my next session. So exam practice question, this kind of thing, AO2, small calculation. Another thing, analyze question AO2 and AO3, and evaluate question AO1, 2, 3, 4. These things. Okay.